everyone. Welcome to Mindset Explosion, episode number 16. Joined today by lovely Jo Betteridge, and we're going to talk about your new page, your mindset stuff you got coming up, and probably would have some laughs about how long it took to get this to work. So, Jo, I come across your page. Was it last week?
Yeah, I looked at it last week. It's a week old.
It's a week old. Launched it last week. Yeah. What is it? What's it called?
Well, it started as a bit of a journey, really. I've had this book in my head for about 8 years, a novel that I've been wanting to write, and I've never quite got round to sitting down to write it. You know, that kind of fear of failure that makes you think, well, if I don't try, then I won't fail. Happened upon a kind of a mindset success coaching group on Facebook, and it really kind of motivated me to kind of start writing the novel, and that grew from there. Really, the coach in that group kind of said to me, well, why don't you share your journey, your writing journey, with the people on Facebook, set up a Facebook page for your novel, and go from there, get people to like, comment, share ideas, and that perhaps give you like the confidence to keep going and the motivation, and it also gives you that kind of the accountability. Yeah. So it started off like that, and since then I've not actually written any of the novel because I've got so into the mindset stuff on the Facebook page. It's been well received, so that's all been really, really positive. And kind of growing from that. The novel's actually about a girl she's had an awful marriage breakdown. She's depressed, dejected, lonely, and inherits a hotel, which is like a real millstone around her neck. She doesn't want it. And after a drunken conversation with her friends, they come up with the idea of Heartbreak Hotel, where they can go to like a nice spa, beautiful environment, and go and basically have their broken hearts healed by, you know, mindset, life coach type gurus. And that kind of got me thinking on from the novel, how amazing would it be to have an online version of the novel where people could live out that curriculum, that kind of life coaching that the characters in the book experience, and that can be a real live experience for the people who've read the book, now experience it yourself, have your heart healed or your life lit up, kind of thing. So it's all kind of growing from there.
Yeah, that's brilliant. And you kind of felt this book's been within you for
about 8 years.
8 years. So, yeah. So what's inspired you to do it now? What?
Do you know, it's lockdown that's inspired me. I was put low, and I'd spent the first, just before we were locked down, I did have the virus. So I spent those 2-3 weeks in my pajamas, eating snacks, watching Netflix, and with having had, you know, depression, anxiety, mental health issues myself, I've got to be really, really mindful of not sitting in that kind of where I'm not focused on something, where I'm not occupied and doing something. So for me, not working could have actually started me on a downward spiral into depression, and especially when you're not seeing your usual social network that kind of keep you on an even keel, you know, with that social interaction. So for me, it was a lockdown, and it was almost like, what an opportunity, you know, I can't be allowed to work, but I'm still getting an income, and why not turn that into a real positive and take that time to fill in that dream of writing that book. And I think if I'd have got to the end of furlough, gone back to work, having wasted that 3 months, which is now a little bit longer, but, you know, if I'd have wasted that time and not done it, I don't think I'd have ever.
Yeah. So did you feel like you turned that, I guess we talked about it before it was recorded, but turn that energy of everything that's going on into something directed, you know, it's going to be so positive, you know, for other people.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm a different person. I am so on fire. I am so lit up and so motivated. And, you know, I come and sit at my desk morning. Sometimes I don't, you know, go to bed till about 3 in the morning because I'm just so on fire and I can't stop writing, which is a brilliant I've also got to be careful not to burn myself out with it as well. So I guess you could say actually the world is a horrible place at the moment, with everyone being locked down and not able to see people as they wish to. But for me, really been a good space for me to start being motivated by something that I've always wanted to do. It's given me that time and that space.
No, so we can see it. I can tell how passionate you are about it. It's brilliant. It's nice. I love seeing stuff like that, because I think we're all going to need, a lot of people are going to need that kind of guidance, coming out of this situation that we're all in. And
that's what I'm trying to write about. My own experiences. As I said, I have been in that really dark place of depression, anxiety, and I've managed to, with other people's help, lift myself out of it. And when you're in that place, you think nobody understands, nobody cares. I've been through it. I do get that, and I know all the different elements that cause it. It isn't just one thing that contributes. I talked the other day about self-doubt and negative self-talk. That's a huge contributing factor to feeling really, really low. And I think just talking about things like that, people have come back to me and said, I really get that. And sharing, because it makes me feel like I'm not alone and I'm not the only one. So even if I, just brighten up one person's day or give one person a little bit of inspiration, then that's amazing for me, because all that I went through is being used to help somebody else.
Yeah, and I think as well, Jo, that the fact that you're so open about that, and you're sharing your own experiences. So straight away there's that, you've got the empathy there, for your future clients and the clients you have. And that's really important. It's
about connection, isn't it?
It's connection, but also just shows how genuine you are. And it's not like you're not making this up. I know you've done a lot of studying. Clearly you have, and you've gone to the some real good role, like Tony Robbins, and reading all the books, but also it's your experience, and now you've got a great coach. What's your coach's name? Because there may be other women like yourself that probably just think, what do I do? How can I get involved? Because it's obviously clear she's helped you a lot. So
yeah, she has changed my life, and that's no exaggeration. Her name is Jo Bendel. I think her website's jobendel.com.
Yeah.
And I think she does her courses in cycles. There is other stuff on her website, and she is so worth checking out. I came across her completely by, twist of fate on Facebook, signed up to her. She did like a week of workshops where we'd all get online at 11 o'clock, and she talked to us about mindset and not standing in your own way and fighting the fear away, all that kind of stuff. And it's stuff that we sometimes know, but we don't feel it. And I don't know what it was with her. She just resonated with me, and it just massively just set wheels turning. And I haven't looked back. She's been amazing, and I know that she's really inspired and lit up lots of other women as well. So she's definitely worth checking out.
Brilliant. And I guess powerful being in a mastermind group as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it keep leveling up. Goodness me, last week she said to me, right, Jo, it's not just about the novel anymore. As I said, set up a Facebook page. That scared the wits out of me. I was like, I can't do that. I was going to want to read my ramblings. And, I was so shocked about how well it's been, and it's just been amazing. And so now she's like, right, you've cracked that. We're leveling up again now. You've got to start your coaching, which for me is so exciting. I am so ready.
Yeah.
But it's key goes. It's like, right, we're not just stopping there, Jo. You could go on forever just writing your Facebook page. Now we're going to get to the next step, which is why it's so important to have a coach there to keep you, like I said, leveling up and keep stretching your boundaries. Say that again?
Accountability.
Absolutely right.
Yeah. So how did you feel, say last week then? You're just about to launch a page. What was going through your head?
I was going, people are going to say, I think you are writing on a Facebook page, and it's just nonsense that our brains make up to make us stop doing it, to make us go back and hide in front of the TV again.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I did it, as I said, because it was so well received. And so that this time last week, I was sat there really fearful. And in the end, I kept writing it and rewriting it. And I thought, oh, let's do it. And I did. And by the time I just did it, I wasn't scared anymore because I was so flipping fed up with the thing. It's just like, right, let's just get away now. And now I'm sat here a week later, excited, stomach churning, and frightened of the next step. Fear is a good thing, as you and Jo have both said, because it means that you're ready, you're stepping up into your next level, and it's that adrenaline going, yeah, bring it on.
But I bet the second post, because you've done a lot of posts since then. I bet
I made it my non-negotiable, post every day, and I've done it, and I was proper pleased with myself about that. Because there were times I thought, oh, I'll do this today, and I did. And like I said, it's been really well received, so it's all been so worth it on my own journey as well as helping other people.
Yeah, but I always feel like the raising. One of my favourite sayings is rising tide raises all ships. So, you got it there. So you know exactly, how to work mindset and, because you're doing it for yourself and you've done it for yourself. So you've got it there for your clients as well. And you're walking the walk.
Absolutely, I am. And that's what excites me.
Yeah.
Is them to be able to help lift other people up, help them walk there well, because it is so easy, isn't it, just to get up every day, go through the motions, and that's just kind of existing, isn't it? And I feel like I'm massively living now, even through the what they call it, unprecedented times. I'm living my
unprecedented bingo. Sorry, Jo.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
How many times do we hear that word said in a day? Never mind.
Brilliant. I love it. So yes, the thought of me to use what I've learned to inspire other people to live their best lives.
Yeah.
It's a journey, isn't it? You just don't go from feeling in a really low, dark place to go suddenly, oh, the next day I'm living my best life. It is a massive, and there are so many steps, and it's taken me a long time. I needed to go through that to make it all stick, and to make it all a permanent change, if that makes sense.
No, 100%. I feel just, we've all got something that we're good at. Everyone has. Everyone's got a hidden skill, talent, just something that we're good at. And this is your thing. And unfortunately, all the good stuff, the bad stuff, you needed that to happen to make you in the place that you're at right now, but also to be super amazing that when it's launched out. And so I think it is important, definitely. And what's your, you got some YouTube, I didn't talk about this just now, so you're doing something with Robin Waite. Is that Tuesday or Wednesday?
I know, Wednesday.
So that's
that's really exciting. As was this, this morning I was absolutely terrified of sitting doing this interview with you, but now you've put me at my ease, and it's just like sitting here having a chat. So hopefully that'll prepare me a bit for Robin's, because that's going to be live on YouTube. So that's quite scary.
You'll be fine. I think personally, because the writing's your thing, but I think tie that in with some videos. I think it's good. You got all that stuff and it gets it out. You just it just puts it out there as well. So because you're kind of at the beginning, but also it's not like you're hanging around and I won't be doing this until whenever. Mm-hmm. What's the next step? What's your big next thing that you got to do after Robin?
After Robin, so it will be kind of launching my coaching and inviting people to come and work with me. And what I really want to explore is what people actually want. What do they need to learn? What are their problems right now? What can I help them solve? Because it's all well and good me, putting out an online course, which is, that is the next big thing. But I know what I would want to know.
Yeah.
But I don't know what other people would want to know. So I want to work with some people, really help them on a one-to-one personal basis, and kind of find out what generally people want to know. Because obviously there's so many people you can work with on a one-to-one basis, and putting it out there online as something that people could do in their own pace and their own time. I would want that to be something that is going to be genuinely useful to people, and I'm only going to find that out by talking to people and finding out what the sticking points are, and what people really need to be helped with.
Yeah, and that's brilliant. And is there who is this for? Because obviously, like you said, you're not going to be able to take on a mass amount of people. So have you got a number in mind, or are you still figuring that part out? Or
I'm still figuring all that part out, but it's basically for people who are not feeling great about their lives, who are in a bit of a dark place, maybe, who just think there is more, but I don't know how to get to that more.
Yeah.
And hopefully I'll be able to help that, because I've, like you said, I've walked it and I've got there.
So you're kind of going to unlock something and I think most people feel it's there. A little bit of stuff. It's like something's been just unlocked. It was there.
Yes.
Here we go.
Yeah. Or I use the analogy of being lit up, because when I was going through my depression, it's like the light of Jo inside had gone out. Jo wasn't in there anymore.
Yeah.
And now I just feel like lit up, like the light is neon inside, and that's what I kind of want to help other people ignite in themselves.
And it's contagious.
It is about igniting it in yourself. Some people are kind of like, oh, I'm single, nobody loves that thing. It's not about that. It's about loving yourself and about giving yourself that happiness and that passion for life from within yourself. And I know that's kind of a trite thing that people trot out all the time, but only because it's true.
No, it is true. I don't know if you've read the 7 Habits Highly Effective People, but you've got to work on yourself inside out, right? First, before you can even dream to be able to, work with other people. And obviously that's what you've been doing. That's why now it's like, wow, I got these tools, and this is how we're gonna, find that thing and do the same. So yeah, wow. So incredible journey and exciting time. And just when we was talking, before we went to this recording, there's just so much within you, Jo. And I think anyone that's going to come on board with you as a client is going to get so much from that. And just in the terms of, your nature and, not just what's in that time to listen. And I think you're going to do great. But I think anyone that, comes on board with you is going to fly too, because that enthusiasm that you have, that passion that you have it is contagious. It just boom, it just explodes out, and then it spreads like wildfire. And I think I love the fact it's just so genuine and honest about what's got you there, and even like those fears and doubts that you're having at the moment. It shows how human that you are, but that we all are. But then you then, when you say about doubt, you then come in with, well, this is how I'm dealing with it. This is how I'm going to come out of it. And, you're sharing the process of, removing, ourselves from that. So, yeah. Wow. So watch this space.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to get you back on for some more interviews or team up on some mindset stuff. That's okay.
Brilliant. Yeah, I'd love that. That'd be great.
So pretty much we're at the beginning of the journey. So so do you know when you're going to start taking on your first clients?
Very soon, actual date, but that's my project for this week.
Yeah.
I'll be kind of working out exactly how I can best serve, as it were, and then we'll go from there. But it'll be within the next week or so. Wow. Very soon. All
right. Wow. Cool. Looking forward to that one then. All right, guys, I think we'll leave it there, but thank you so much, Jo, coming on. It's been, pleasure talking to you, and thanks for sharing your story. And if anyone wants to reach out to you, what's the best way to contact you?
My Facebook page is Jo Betteridge Writes. And my email address is jobetteridgewrites@gmail.com. I won't give out my phone number if you don't mind. But yeah, through Facebook or email, I think.
All right. Well, we'll make sure we get them either put below or up above. So.
Brilliant. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for watching. And yeah, we'll see you on next Mindset Explosion. Of course, check out Jo's page.